And please welcome back Jeremy Farrell.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to speak quickly today because I have quite a lot of things on my mind, and I'm realizing we're already at our third rally of June. And I'm like, I got to get to this stuff. So I want to talk about something that I've kind of been stewing over for the last few weeks, something I actually think about pretty routinely. When I think about Pride Month, especially for those in the LGBT community, it's often a difficult time for many of us. It's often a time where we have to navigate our own identities with the world having eyes super focused on us and our existence. And even Pride parades can be scary. It can be, now suddenly everybody's gay and they're out doing it. And are you ready to go to a Pride parade? Is it scary too? Are you actually scared of violence, or do you just not feel ready to put that part of yourself out there? There's a lot of navigating being queer, as I've talked about before, that doesn't fit into neat little boxes. It's not, I'm attracted to this gender or another. It's a lot of, I don't know why I'm attracted to who I am. I don't know how to feel that attraction. A lot of really difficult questions. And Pride Month can make it even harder to navigate a lot of those, for a lot of reasons. And I think it's very easy to get lost in those reasons. It's very easy to get stuck in a world where we feel we have to launder our support through the society that we live in. In order to support gay people, we must support the corporations that are supporting gay people, the famous people who are willing to go to bat. And I think it seems like that because when we see these big advances, that's where it comes from. We are sitting here today in the wake of Disney fighting laws that were anti-LGBT. We live in the wake of plenty of corporations and famous people fighting for LGBT rights, and plenty of corporations now being openly, vocally about Pride Month. And I think that puts us in a tough position. But I also think it puts us in a position to be far more cynical than we need to be. Because then we get stuck in this world where we feel, are we willing to give credit to these corporations? Is the only way to recognize progress to give credit to these corporations? And to be blunt, I don't think it is. I think there's more to this. I think there's a more personal element to this that we can hold for ourselves. I still think about, I think they were speakers who came either the first or second Pride Month we had. And they came and they had gotten married after decades of not being allowed to get married, points where they weren't even allowed to be out in their hometown because of what it could mean. And they talked about how that morning they were in ShopRite, or maybe it was Stop and Shop right across the street. And on the loudspeaker, it stopped and went, "We would like to wish all of our customers a very happy Pride Month." And they talked about breaking down crying in the aisle, feeling the weight of that cultural difference, of the fact that so much has changed, that Stop and Shop is taking time to support. And it's easy to look at that and go, wow, is ShopRite the heroes of this story? But I don't think they are. Corporations, politicians, they all represent culture. Things changed because we changed. And it's not even just as simple as, well, now that's where the money is. It's more complicated than that. It's not just where the money is, but it's, now there's actually queer people in these organizations. There's more queer people at higher places in these organizations. There's more support for people who want to do that, but may feel that the corporation may push back on them. This is all a result of culture and people. And that's what I think we need to remember. That's what makes Pride Month so incredible. Not the fact that Disney fought for queer people, but the fact that queer people have come so far that Disney feels they need to fight for us. That we are causing major disputes over our rights because people recognize that we are going to demand them. That is a person-led change. And when somebody breaks down in the aisle, to be blunt, we should not be thanking the corporation. We should be thanking everybody who came before us. We are going on the backs of the activists who came before us who allowed this to happen. And in the future, I hope people will look back at the work we did here and not thank the corporation that now says Happy Pride, but the people who stood on corners supporting LGBT rights, trying to change that culture, that position, show that this is something worth fighting for on an individual level. Because I think the only way we're going to truly feel the impact, how incredible and magical it is to live in a more accepting society, is to hold that close and find that in ourselves and our connections with other people. Thank you.